hear me say the word sleep, your eyes will close, but you will still hear absolutely everything. You'll hear the children, you'll hear your friends and family, you'll hear people next to you, you'll hear me talking to people next to you. You'll hear absolutely everything. Your eyes will close, but you'll still hear absolutely everything. Okay? You'll have this overwhelming compulsion to do things that I say that are not against your morals and values. Okay, is there anyone on stage that's being shoved up here, who really does not want to be hypnotised? Is anyone on stage here that's being pushed up here and who really does not want to be hypnotised? Okay, because if you do, just go back down now, because then I know I can work with you. Okay, good. Put your feet flat on the floor. Okay, you're all healthy, fit, willing volunteers, yes? Also some epilepsy and asthma. Okay, good. Put your hands like this. Interlock your fingers tightly together like this. Make sure your palms are touching. That's good. Now I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. The only reason why I ask you to close your eyes is so it helps you to concentrate on what I'm going to say. Okay? No more talking to anyone else on stage now. Interlock your fingers tight together. That's good. That's good. Close your eyes now. Close your eyes now. The reason why I'm asking you to close your eyes is so it helps you concentrate on what I'm going to say. It also helps you imagine what I'm going to say. I'll just have a quick word with the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not take any photographs for the next 5 or 10 minutes. Let the people settle down into the stage show. Okay, so eyes tightly closed. I want you to listen very carefully now. Eyes tightly closed. I want you to listen very carefully now. Each and every one on stage, I want you to listen very carefully. I want you to imagine that I'm going to spread super glue on each of your fingers. When I count to 3, that super glue will start to bond and set. I'll lock your hands tighter and tighter. And the more you try to pull your hands apart, the more tight they'll become. You'll find you cannot pull your hands apart when I count to 3. 1. Imagine now the super glue is on each and every one of your fingers. Imagine that super glue is starting to bond and set. And lock your hands tighter and tighter now. Bonding, welding, gluing your hands tight together. Bonding, welding, locking your hands tight together. Bonding, welding, gluing your hands tight together. Imagine you've got lots of super glue on each of your fingers now. It's bonding, welding, gluing your hands tight together. Bonding, welding, locking your hands tight together. Bonding, welding, gluing your hands tight together. Imagine you've got lots of super glue on each of your fingers now. It's bonding, welding, gluing your hands tight together. Bonding, welding, locking your hands tight together. Imagine it's a sticky super glue which on each and every of your fingers now. It's bonding, welding, locking your hands tight together. Bonding, welding, gluing your hands tight together. Bonding, welding, gluing your hands tight together now. And 2, the more you try to put your hands apart, the more tight they'll become. You'll find you cannot have some of those. Bonded, welded, lock your hands tight together. And 3, there's no need to try anymore. I want you to listen very carefully. When I count to 3 this time, I want you to imagine that I'm going to spread super glue on each and every one of your eyelids. When I count to 3, that super glue will start to bond and set. And lock your eyes tighter and tighter. And the more you will try to open your eyes, the more tight they will become. You will find you cannot open your eyes when I count to 3. 1, imagine now the super glue is on each of your eyelids. Imagine that super glue is tight to bond and set. And lock your eyes tighter and tighter now. Bonding, welding, gluing your eyelids tight together. Bonding, welding, locking your eyelids tight together. Imagine you've got lots of super glue on each of your eyelids. Bonding, welding, locking your eyelids tight together. Bonding, welding, gluing your eyelids tight together. Imagine lots of sticky super glue which on each of your eyelids. Bonding, welding, gluing your eyelids tight together. Bonding, welding, locking your eyelids tight together now. And 2, the more you try to open your eyes, the more tight they'll become. You find you cannot. That's simple. Bonding, welding, locked your eyelids tight together. Bonding, welding, glued your eyelids tight together now. There's no need to try anymore. And 3, excellent concentration. I want you to listen very carefully. I'm going to come round to each and every one of you. I'm going to touch on the hands. When I touch on the hands, this is a very simple signal for you to let your hands drop down into your laps. When I touch on the hands, this is a very simple signal for you to let your hands drop down into your laps. And let your hands step out and allow yourself to go very deep, relax and sleep. When I touch on the hands, just let your hands drop down into your laps and allow your hands out and allow yourself to go very deep, relax and sleep. Nothing will bother you or disturb you. Nothing will require you. It's the music in the sound of my voice. voice because I want you to listen very carefully. I'm going to play another piece of music. When I count to 3 and the next piece of music starts, I want you to play the pianos as professional as you can with your eyes tightly closed to the musical here. When I count to 3 and the next piece of music starts, I want you to play the pianos as professional as you can with your eyes tightly closed to the musical here. Nothing will bother you or disturb you. The only thing that will be important to you is the music and the sound of my voice. 1, 2, and here we go. 3. That's good, good. Good imagination, good. That's good. Nothing bothers you on this version now. Good. That's good. Good imagination, good. That's good, good. Rush your fingers right across your eyes. Smile while you're playing, you're the best. I want you to imagine the piano's getting smaller and smaller now, smaller and 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 smaller. Imagine the piano's getting smaller and smaller now, smaller and smaller now, smaller and smaller now, smaller and smaller now. It's the world's smallest piano now, so tiny now, so tiny now. That's good. Smile while you're playing your best. Piano's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay, I want you to use your elbows to play the piano. Use your elbows to play the piano. Use your elbows, your elbows. That's good. That's good. Using the elbows. Back to your hands, use your hands again, your hands. Okay, I want you to use your feet to play the piano, use your feet to play the piano, use your feet, come on, show us what you can do.